Hi, welcome back to another interesting learning curve on Exam Paddy. Today we'll be solving a question on bearing, which you may come across in your external exams. Recall that bearing involves using your compass to find a direction or destination. In bearing, we have 4, 8, and 16 cardinal points. But for the sake of this question, we'll be dealing with just 4 cardinal points. The question says, John was facing 35 degrees southeast. If he turned 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction, find his new direction. I believe by now you know the difference between clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. So the first thing we need to do is draw our 4 cardinal points. So John was facing 35 degrees southeast. This is our north, east, west, and south. So this is southeast. This point is the point between the south and east. And John is facing 35 degrees southeast. So I'll assume on this cardinal point that from here to here is my 35 degrees. So I can pick out an angle here using an arrow. This arrow is very important because it's only telling you that John is facing that direction. Now remember your angle, that we have an angle called the alternate angle. So the alternate angle simply means that for this angle to be here, we also have an angle at the opposite side. So here, the alternate angle, because John is facing this direction, which is southeast, at 35 degrees. So if this part is 35 degrees, then this part will be how many degrees? Remember that in each of the cardinal points, we have 90 degrees. So if this part is 35 degrees, how many degrees will be left here? So this part will now be 90 minus 35 degrees, and that will be equals to 55 degrees. Now the question says, if it turned 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise means it's going against the clockwise direction. So on the clock, you have the hands going towards this direction, but anti-clockwise is going backward. So we have to find his new direction. How do we find the new direction? Let's consider this cardinal point that is from north to south, which is NS. So we have our theta. Theta is the angle we are looking for, which is the new direction. Angle on a straight line. Look at NS. Let me bring out NS. This is NS. On this NS, we have something like this. This is our east. This is our north. This is our south. We are not including the west because we have nothing to do with the west. So on this, we have towards this direction, and we have another arrow towards this direction. Remember, this is 90 degrees minus 35 degrees. This will give us 55 degrees due to an alternate angle. And then we have the direction. We have the direction of John, which is 35 degrees. So we can combine all this together. So if you combine all these angles together, we have an angle on a straight line. And an angle on a straight line is 180 degrees. So we have 180 degrees minus, open brackets. The question says if it turned 90 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. So which means after having the 55 degree and the 35 degrees, he now turned another 90 degrees. So we have 180 minus 90 degrees plus 35 degrees. This is what? An angle on a straight line. an angle on a straight line. So we have theta equals 180 degree minus, multiplied by this we have minus 90 degrees. This also we have minus 35 degrees. So this equals 180 degree minus 90 degrees minus 35 degrees. That would give us minus 125 degrees. Minus 125 degrees. 180 degrees minus 125 degrees. That would give us 55 degrees. So we can say his new bearing or his new direction is 55 degrees. Now, what cardinal point are we using? That is the question. What cardinal point? Are we using the same southeast? We cannot use the same southeast because we have to find his new direction. And remember that he already went anti-clockwise. So which means he has changed direction from southeast to another direction. So the new direction is now northeast, not southeast. So we can say his new direction is 55-degree northeast. So that is the answer for this particular question. Thank you for watching this video and listening through. See you in our next video. Bye.